This secret layer set that is coming out during the summer is one of the weirdest and has a lot of mistakes and problems throughout it. There's a lot to discuss in this video, so let's dive right into it. In this video I will be explaining every secret layer that you could have possibly gotten. A lot of them have sold out, giving the pros and cons of them, but also talking about the individual weird parts that wizards have decided to do that has only been in this secret layer. So join me in this escalator-esque theme secret layer as we go up and possibly the downs of this secret layer set and give it an overall thoughts and opinions. But before I go any further, again a word from our handsome sponsor. The sponsor of this video is me. I have started an Etsy page where I'm going to try and be selling clothes that I've designed, thought would be funny, thought would be cool, thought would be amazing on people's bodies. So I literally spent maybe a month or two looking at different resources and stuff to come up with the nicest clothes I could possibly find, with the coolest designs that I have done myself, with stuff like playmats, hoodies, t-shirts. I'm going to try and do phone cases. They're harder than I thought, but I do think that it is a really good thing to actually put into. So if you would like to help me out or help the channel out, please go onto my Etsy. It will be linked down below and you'll be able to find very nice clothing and also be supporting the channel. So links down below, and also if there's any other designs I will be putting on any of my social media, so please follow me there as well. So first I'm going to be going over all the secret layers individually, starting off with Secret Layer X Brian Dead Lands. This comes in foil and non-foil. It seems to be the artist kind of series when it comes to this, where this artist, never heard of them before, but actually got a fair few secret layers. In the first secret layer you get
2x Plains, 2x Island, 2x Swamp, 2x Mountain, 2x Forest.
In my opinion, I do find the land secret layers a complete and utter waste unless it's kind of like the lands that people look for. I think the best secret lands layer are the shock lands, but I don't mind if they do kind of the shock or the lands with the abilities and stuff in them. But when it comes to just solely basic lands, I find it to be the worst. Now I have two problems with this. One, the artwork in my opinion is, I won't say bad, the artwork is good and professional. It's just not my style. I would not get this. It seems to be there's pretty much just two variations. I find it with that it's one of each basic land. However, when it comes to this, you only ever get one secret card. So like for example, if the next one is going to be a waist, do you get it in the head format or do you get it in the other format? I do find it weird that they did it this way, especially because this card would be great for like a Door to Destiny or something like that. Now when it comes to the rest of them, when it comes to this artist series, I'm not going to keep just saying the same thing over and over again. The art style is, in my opinion, not my favorite, so I'm not going to be talking about the art itself, because again I do find it quite bad to talk bad about artists and stuff like that. So that's what I'm saying. It's good work, they're professional, people do like that style. Just I would not personally buy it solely due to the art. It doesn't catch my eye. So now let's go on to Secret Layer X Brian Dead Creatures. In this secret layer you get
Consecrated Sphinx, Chaotic Goo, Kiki Jiki, Mirror Breaker, Meteor Golem, Worm Coil Engine.
This is a weird selection of creature cards in my personal opinion. You get some really good ones that I absolutely would love to get my hands on. Stuff like, I do find Meteor Golem to be quite a really good uncommon, but you get stuff like Consecration Sphinx and Worm Coil Engine. Worm Coil Engine is such a good card. Kiki Jiki is a classic, and then there's an ooze that I've actually never seen before until I've actually made this video. But none of the cards work or blend together. It just seems to be a mix match of okay to really good cards. So when it comes to secret layer, I do find it to be, if you fancy the art and there's at least, I'm going to say 2 to 3 cards that you want for decks or for your collection, this secret layer is for you. Now we're on to Secret Layer X Brian Dead Staples. In this secret layer you get
Lightning Greaves, Skull Clamp, Soul Ring, Thought Vessel, Command Tower.
this is a secret layer I'm actually kind of getting used to. A few months back, I'm sick of them repeating the same cards over and over again. However, with the title being staples, I understand why. I still am not the biggest fan because there are so many cards out there, and I would love secret layers of so many cards, but they seem to just be picking the same cards over and over and over again. But however, I do think if you have a deck and the art of the staples on a secret layer is roughly the same as the deck you're building, I find these to be absolutely amazing. So if you have like you want to build a weird psychedelic art deck, this will be good to fill that deck with because it has the staples that you would naturally need. Now when it comes to this, I also find that having a land or two that is just not a basic is way better in these type of decks than just having a solely focused land secret layer. Now as of recording this, there was only 2 secret layers that you're able to still buy when it comes to the European section, and this was one of them, and it is featuring Andrew McLean. Andrew McLean's secret layer has
Nurkana Revenant, Arbor Elf, Terrestidon, Maelstrom Wanderer.
This is more of an art style that I would like. If I had like the spare income to throw at any magic thing I want, I might have possibly gone in this because there's at least 2 cards that I would be using right off the bat. I'm a bit iffy when it comes to the card selection. I don't find it to be kind of for a specific player or a specific type of person. That's why I personally think it's still on sale. It seems to be like if it was a Cascade secret layer, having 4 or 5 cards with Cascade, but it just seems to be, here it is, 4 cards, they have no connections, and then I can see a lot of people going, ooh, I like the elf, or ooh, I like the elephant, and then not buying it because they're like, I don't want to spend 35, 45 when it comes to getting a secret layer that you only want 1 card for, unless you really, really want that art. And then we have Showcase Bloomborough. This one is going to be a slightly bit weird, but in this secret layer you get
Soren Markov, Huatli, Radiant Champion, Kyra, Behemoth Beckoner, Tezzeret, Master of the Bridge, Vraska, Golgari Queen.
But you also get a play booster. You get a free pack of Bloomborough. I'm not sure if they're doing this because they're like, hey, it's to do with Bloomborough, here's a free pack, or if they're like, we made too many packs, we thought it was going to be bigger, so we're giving you a free pack if you buy the secret layer to push people that little bit more to be able to buy one. Now, when it comes to this, it is one I bought. I think I bought it in foil. We get it a bit like later on than most people. I've seen a lot of people who get it online and stuff like that, and I have seen the secret card being a green elf. So 2 things I want to mention when it comes to this. If you are doing a showcase of a secret layer from a set, I do think putting a pack in every time is a really good idea, because it was kind of that little bit of, yeah, I like the secret layer, I get a free pack, sure, why not? The second thing is, stop giving us green elves. This is a secret layer that was really, really good in my opinion. You got a bunch of planeswalkers in the animal version of themselves, which is really, really cool, in amazing art, and a bit of me is like, oh, I wonder what that secret card is. I hope it's really, really good. If they added an extra planeswalker, or if they done like the Karn tree, or you got one of the planeswalkers from the set, that would have been a lot better, even if it was just from the set. If you got one from the decks or the set in a foil or non-foil, depending on what it is, and it's just randomized, that is a lot better than an extended foil green elf. I am completely sick on opening a secret layer and the secret card being rather really, really good, a different art version, I'm happy or okay with that, or just a expanded bordered green elf card. Like, why? There's no explanation why. Secret cards are supposed to be secret and good. Make it secret and good, please. But now we're on to the one that completely shocked a lot of people and kind of flew out of nowhere. And this one is Secret Layer X Monty Python and the Holy Grail Volume 1. In this secret layer you get
Prodigal Sorcerer as Tim the Enchanter, Buried Alive as Bring Out Your Dead, Dismember as 'Tis But a Scratch, DFC Birds of Paradise is African swallow, European swallow. 3 visits as we want. A shrubbery.
So when it comes to this, I'm very 50-50 on it. I do think having a Monty Python secret lair out of nowhere is a good thing. I actually did enjoy the films, and I do think that doing this type of surprise secret lair X-Universe, not the biggest fan of the X-Universe stuff, but if they're gonna do it, they're doing it well when it comes to secret lairs. I know there'll probably be one that I won't like because it'll be like Secret Lair X Barbie or something like that I'm not going to enjoy the Barbie aspect of it. They might do good cards. Now, when they picked this, they done a weird but okay selection. I really love the double-sided Birds of Paradise, and the rest of the cards are okay to somewhat meh in my opinion, but I say a lot of it is based on the film. So again, it's more of a, if you like Monty Python, I suggest getting the secret lair. Or if you want at least 2 or 3 of the cards, again, I suggest getting the secret lair. But they made a second volume called Secret Lair X Monty Python and the Holy Grail Volume 2. In this secret lair you get
Door to Nothingness as the Bridge of Death. Ashnod's Altar as Sir Bedivere Scales. Dark Depths as Castle of Audark. Merit Lage Token as the Black Beast of Audark.
This, again, is a lot better than Volume 1, but also a lot worse than Volume 1. It is a mixture, weird thing of the two. I think the card selection is better. No lie about it. However, I do think if you are going to make a secret lair that makes a token, the token should come with it, but it should not replace a card. In my opinion, this secret lair has 3 cards and a token, not 4. If they are going to do a card that makes a specific token, I do think it should come with it, and they should also be an additional card. So whenever they do the promotional stuff, they should always have the 4 cards, but whatever has the token is slotted behind it and you see like the corner or something of it like that. I do think that it's kind of a little bit cheap, especially for a company that makes millions, for them to go, do you know what? The token is the card. Now when it comes to the secret cards on both of them, I haven't seen them, I don't know what they are, but I do hope it's something to do with the film more, with big parts of it. I would love something like maybe a hamster fling card or something like that, or the rabbit fling card. There is a lot of references from the film they could do, but again, I can't talk about that because I don't know what the 2 cards are, but having that rabbit death creature thingy would be a hilarious card in my opinion. And then there's one other thing they did a big huge change on, which I did find very weird, and that is the website itself. I'm not sure if it's the same for people in America and stuff like that, because a large part of my audience is American, but I did find that the secret lair website was too complicated and too kind of weird, and I've seen it on other people's thoughts and opinions on it. It was hard to navigate. When I actually found the one I wanted and I put it into my cart, I checked, and then when I went to the next stage to kind of like pay for it and stuff, I then checked again. I do find the old method of having the bundles at the top and then the single cards at the bottom, I do think it also should be a thing that you pick the secret lair you want and then you also pick the foil and non-foil. You don't have to have 2 separate categories for it. The bundle ones are completely fine for the people that want to buy it all, but this website version was just all over the place. And then they added like numbers because they're doing an elevator theme thing, and it just made it that you would kind of try and ignore the big massive number and try and see behind it to be like, is that the secret lair I want? It was just very difficult for it to be like, here, this is the secret lair I want. I had it checked multiple times and I'm not the only one that has also said that. Now when it comes to the full secret lair itself, or secret lairs, there is a few things I do like and not like. I do find that they are trying a few different things each time they make a secret lair, and then it seems to be they're going the right direction and they're going the wrong at the same time. I do find having an artist series that makes 1 or 2 secret lairs completely fine. I do like the random spur of the moment, here is a secret layer from X universe. I do like if you get a showcase that you get a free pack. That is really good. But I find the website, like, they had a really good way to do a website. I also think that they should separate the American and the Europe version of stuff, because I know America had a problem with the old ways where you would have to buy it and then wait for ages, and then there was a load of complications, and people would buy it and like try and sell that's like, I don't know what the thing was, but they changed the full thing, being like, now we have it that it's a limited number of secret layers. And in Europe, you still have to wait the time. So they're like, we're going to change it. We're only making it so you can order X amount and then they'll be shipped off. And we're like, cool. And then they're like, but now you have to wait for the end of the month, even though everything's been sold out in the first week. Plus then by the time everything's shipped and stuff, it would have been roughly the same time as the old ways. So nothing really changed except for we now have a randomly limited supply of secret layers. That just doesn't make sense to me. They could possibly making a lot more money by just keeping it the old way for the Europeans, because if you have to wait that long anyway, have it that as many of them want it can buy it. But as I've promised, I've gone through all the secret layers, given my thoughts and opinions on all of them, talked about the weird stuff they have done throughout this secret layer, and hopefully make a fair few little changes to make it better for everyone. If there is anything you think they should have changed or anything I missed when it comes to talk about the secret layer, let me know in the comments down below. Remember to like and subscribe and do all that YouTubey stuff. If you liked Bloomborough on the set, I have made a video on all 4 of the decks. Here, I have a playlist where I talk about Magic the Gathering stuff and is it worth it and what's inside and all of that here, and a subscribe button here, and I will see you all in the next video.